What's up guys, Smash Adams here, and today I wanted to do a quick deck profile on Geargia Karakuris. Now the reason why I like this deck in particular, especially compared to the pure Geargia version, mainly because of the plus count you get off of Bureido and all, and the fact that you can easily get floaters because of the synchro plays you can do, it's awesome. Now, before I go any further, with the ban list being good to us in all this format, even though the ban list was really late because it's close to the end of the year, I'm happy with the choices that they've made, but saddened by the band selections that they've made. But overall, it works out for the best. So, I'm going to show you the deck and explain a couple of my tech choices as well, and here is Geargia's. To start off, we've got the 3 armor, self-explanatory. You can easily get out as many Geargia monsters as you can with this card from your deck to your hand, and you can get a good setup first turn with this and Geargiagear. But yes, as far as its stats go, I'm mad about the attack, but the defense, really helpful. Good first turn setup, along with Geargiagear, like I said. 3 Arsenal, self-explanatory. You can easily use this, tribute the card, get any Geargia monster onto your field. You mainly want to just get the armor out if you have this first turn and you have nothing to fall back on. But yes, Arsenal is always in your favor, depending on what you have. But if you wasted the armors already, yeah, your best bet, getting the Accelerator. Speaking of which, I run triple Accelerator. It's good to get off the Birdman play, and the fact that you can easily get as many Geargia monsters onto your field as possible, it makes it all the sweeter to do so, and just capitalize off your combos from there. Next we've got 3 MK-IIs. A lot of people run 2, but I like running 3 because the fact that you can easily use Geargiano with this deck and get a bunch of level 4 machine monsters from your graveyard off of the tribute makes it easier to play. Mainly for the Karakuri plays. Next we've got 3 Geargianos. I know a lot of people run 1, but this card can really do some hefty damage in spades. Sorry. Yes, in a set of 3. Now, with this card, you mainly want to go for the Watchdogs because you never know what's going to happen depending on what matchup you have. But this guy can really be a lifesaver, and you can easily not just get back the Watchdog, but you can get back the Accelerator, and if it's destroyed via by battle or by card effect, and sent to the graveyard as well, you can get back any Geargia monster, whether it's another Accelerator, well, not an Accelerator, sorry, a Geargiano MK-II, or an Armor, or an Arsenal. Then just activate your card's effects next turn and such, and just do some plays from there afterwards, and then just start the loop all over again if you want. Next, we got the Karakuri engine. Sorry about that. We got 3 strategists. I like running 3 because the fact that you can easily switch any monster to the defense position makes it all the sweeter, especially during your turn. Odds are in your favor with this card, depending on how you play. It's always good to go for this card first turn, especially if you have an armor, and if you wanted to just do more plays after that and get some Bureis going, you can use that after you flip the armor face down, activate it, do it again, get another Accelerator to your hand, special summon it again because you have another Geargia, and then some. And you have 2 level 7 Karakuris. Next we got 3 Watchdogs, another card that's always in your favor, and especially with the 800 point boost it gives, even though the downside is you have to take damage in order to use it, it's better to just use it for the level 8 plays for the synchro count. And lastly, 1 Birdman. Like I said with the Accelerator, it's a good first turn play, especially if it's during your main phase or during your next turn, if you want to just go straight to pushing for getting those beat sticks onto your field via Burei or anything level 7 based. But yes, Birdman is always the best choice to have if you want to do an extra special summon to do some synchro plays. It gets banished during the process, but you know what? It's a chance you have to take. Now for the spells, it's not that heavy, so 3 Iron Calls. It's a monster reborn for machines. The downside is you have to have a machine present in order to use it, but it does help in many cases, especially during your turn or the next turn after your opponent does what he has to do, and then some. Next we got one Raigeki to clear your opponent's field, because it's always good to have. One Book of Moon, real lifesaver, and if you want to flip your Geargia Armor face down if you want. And one limiter removal, because your monster count is all machines. That's it for the spells. Now onto the traps. 3 Geargiagears, your main setup with armor. 3 Mirror Force. I hate the fact that Torrential should be in there, even though I never added it in. I tried it at first, but I just thought, you know what, adding the 3rd Mirror Force always helps. It's good to have a field present with this deck, so you need to have as many monsters as possible to go for game. That's why I run the 3 Mirror Force as well. And the fact that it can easily stop floaters as well on your opponent's behalf makes it all the better. 3 Trap Stuns to disrupt your opponent's plays via if they use Skill Drain or Breakthrough Skill or Fiendish Chain if need be. Or Solemn Warning or Bottomless if they want to just get rid of those unnecessary monsters that they feel are bothering their plays. Trap Stun is always in your favor if you want to stop all those traps. That can really disrupt you from doing all your combos. 1 Bottomless, 1 Solemn, and 1 Compulse to end the main deck lineup. Now for the extra deck, we got triple Burei. I like the 3rd one because of the late game grind and the fact that it can easily be in your favor depending on what turn it is. You can easily get a plus off of the Bureido as well, or you can just do some hefty plays with just switching monsters on your opponent to D and then just beating their face in with a lot of beat sticks. Like I said, the main monsters you use are the synchro monsters, so yeah. Burei is always the best option next to Bureido. Speaking of which, I run 3 Bureidos. I know a lot of people run 1 or 2, but I like the fact that you can run a playset now that you can easily make it with 3 Gears at your disposal. And the fact that you can easily plus off of it depending on which Karakuri you switched makes it all the better. 1 Black Rose to nuke the field. Stardust, self-explanatory for preventing destruction. Scrap Dragon for the popping ability and the fact that he's a 2800 beat stick. And Crimson Blader for fun, because you want to stop those high-powered tribute summons and special summons on your opponent's behalf. And he's always in favor of you, just as long as you destroy a monster by battle on your opponent's side. So that's it for the synchros. Now on to the Xyz deck. Sorry, it's not that heavy, but it helps. 3 Geargia Giant X to basically get your combos going off, and the fact that his stats are good makes it all the sweeter. And if you have limiter removal, make him 46, along with the rest of the other machines you have that double up, then some. I mean, yes, he gets destroyed and gets a level 3 Geargia monster from your deck, but you know what? Hey, the fact that he can easily set up your combos makes it all the better. 1 Cowboy for late game burn damage, if you want. I mean, it's a player's preference. That's why I like it. And 1 Zenmaines, just for the fact that you can easily pop stuff on your opponent's field during the end phase, depending on whether it's still present on the field after they hit you a couple of times, and Zenmaines still stays after you waste its attachments. Zenmaines is always good. I would run Engineer, but like I said, I just started playing this deck again, so yeah. So anyway, that's it for the Geargia deck. Hope you all enjoyed this vid. Please leave a like and favorite if you did, and I may do an update later on. We'll see. So hope you all enjoyed. Hit me up in the comments and hit that subscribe button if you wish. And I am Smash Adams signing out. Peace.